They say if you ride an old high-rise elevator after midnight, alone, you might not stay alone. Some claim a man in a bellhop's uniform appears between floors, smiling too wide, standing too close. They call him the elevator host. Marissa had heard the story when she moved into the crumbling tower. The landlord warned her, never ride past the 13th floor after midnight. If the host greets you, don't answer. She laughed it off. One night, the elevator groaned as she returned from work. The clock struck 12:04. Her floor was 12, but the elevator didn't stop. The panel flickered, numbers climbing on their own. 13, 14, 15. A smell filled the cab, copper, like pennies in blood. The lights buzzed, then dimmed. A figure stood in the corner. His uniform was pristine, but his skin sagged, yellow-gray, eyes milky. His smile cut his face nearly ear to ear. He tipped his cap. "Evening guest," he rasped. "Going up?" Marissa's stomach dropped. She hit the emergency stop. The buttons didn't respond. "You'll like the upper floors," the host whispered. "So many rooms, so many guests, some never leave." The elevator jerked violently. For a moment, the walls stretched taller than they should, panels warping like melting wax. His reflection in the steel doors wasn't him. It was dozens of faces stacked inside one skin, mouths opening and closing, whispering her name. When the doors finally opened, it wasn't her floor. A hallway stretched endlessly, lined with doors. Each door oozed black water beneath its threshold. From behind them came weeping, scratching, muffled voices begging to be let out. She stumbled back, mashing buttons, praying for escape. The host stepped closer, his shadow swelling across the elevator. "Check-in is forever," he said, breath reeking of rust and mildew. His hand, cold, brittle like paper soaked in brine, clamped on her wrist. Marissa screamed as the elevator plunged. The lights shattered. She felt herself falling and falling, then nothing. Days later, neighbors reported the elevator arriving on floors with its doors already open. Sometimes inside, a woman stood in the corner, veil of hair over her face, her mouth frozen wide. Other times, passengers swore they saw a bellhop smiling beside them, hand resting lightly on their shoulder. And if you ride that tower's elevator after midnight, there's a new rule whispered among tenants: never meet the eyes of the woman in the corner. For if you do, she will smile, tilt her head, and softly whisper, "Welcome, guest."